Let's see the extent of the damage. What the heck? Let's see the extent of the damage caused by the Hurricane Alex. All right, let's see. Birds in the sky. Or, oh my God, bird in the tree. What the? Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I'm out here at our flooded Church of Fire property. As you can see, our range is all underwater. Not even able to cross this channel right here. It looks like I could have brought my inflatable kayak to to freaking float down this river over here. So we'll have to do some distance shooting, but it's a good thing because I do have something that is distance shooting appropriate. Today I have an awesome rifle from Sig Sauer called SIG. Check this out, 556. Yes, now there are, I have to say, gotta mention it, there are so many variations of this rifle, it's not even funny. If you try to find the specifications, they can be a little bit agitating because just a bunch of different variations come up. There's carbine pistol version, there's a longer barrel version, 16-inch barrel, 20-inch barrel, 10-inch barrel, I believe there's even 8-inch barrel. So there's plenty of variations, just like there are plenty of variations for the cartridges that the rifle can take. This particular one is chambered in 556, but if you are looking around, you can even find one that is chambered in 7.62 by 39, the AK-47 round. So it's really hard whenever it comes to the specifications, so I'm not even gonna get into that. But I got the rifle over here. Let's do some shooting, although I have to say the target is pretty far. Let's see if I can hit it. Got my standard Magpul magazine, some 5.56 ammo over here. Let's load a few rounds and see what this thing can do. Now, luckily this rifle right here, if you notice, it has a very nice red dot optic from Holosun. This one actually is charged with the solar. Yes, check this out. Environmentally friendly, yes. Solar charged red dot. Now that is pretty good. I haven't had a chance to try out one of those just yet. So we'll see how this thing does. Now this particular one, you probably noticed, the owner has put a collapsible stock, so you can easily, well, is there a trick to it? Oh, there's a button to it. So this one is not lift, this one is button. Check this out. Aha! And your rifle becomes a pistol. Put it in a backpack. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is ATF friendly. I think it is because this is technically an AR pistol because that's an 8-inch barrel. So yes, that should be ATF friendly. Although I don't know, ATF always makes up some stuff every other day, so hard to keep up with them. In any case, I don't carry any responsibility. I'm just doing the reviews. Okay, so let's do some shooting first. All right, not too shabby. See if I can get the, I don't even have my table. My table is hanging out in the middle of the range. Okay, that's not bad. I think I might be, actually, you can see me. All right, this is better, and I think that might work. Okay, so let's do some shooting. I don't think I hit the target once, but On the plus side, the rifle is pretty fantastic. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Obviously, I'm not really even gonna talk about the stock. This looks like a stock from Low Tactical. This is not what you get from the factory. From the factory, you are getting a collapsible stock, but it's a little bit different. It's a SIG stock, which it also works just fine. The reason why this was put here, actually, this is not a stock. This is not a stock. This is a brace. Yes, which I just used as a stock. But technically, this is legal because this is a brace. Okay, not a stock, a brace. Okay, so let's move on to the grip. As you can see, a very nice pistol grip, very nicely, very ergonomic. This is a 6 Sauer pistol grip, and it does have a little tiny compartment. Let's see if the owner left anything cool in there. Maybe like some jewelry or something. You never know. Finders keepers. You want to open up? How do you open up? It's not so easy to open up. So if you do decide to keep your jewelry in there, like for example, a wedding ring, you can definitely do it. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna try it. Let's move on. Let's talk about the mag release. It's not ambidextrous. As you can see, it's not here, but it is here. Your standard AR mag release. Although I have to say, this one is pretty kind of far out. So if you have short fingers like myself, as you can see, I can barely reach it. I actually have to let it go. So if I don't, it's kind of far. Would be nice to put an extended mag release over here. Okay, so let's talk about the safety. We have our ambidextrous safety on both sides, here and here, very nicely extended, very easy to operate, and actually very intuitive as well. So if you do need to release the safety, all you're doing is this and you're ready to go. So pretty good. Now we have our grip. I'm not 100% sure if these picatinny rails that you see that were installed on the grip, which looks like they are M-lock attached. Actually looks like these are standards because they do have the cutouts. So I think these are already, this grip comes with these picatinny rails. Because if you do check other variations of this firearm, some of them they do have it, some of them they don't. This one does because it looks like this picatinny rails actually belong there. So you do have some options if you do want a pistol grip, you know, the hold, which probably is not going to be ATA friendly. Guys, too many freaking rules. Flashlight, whatever, plenty of picatinny rail at the top. Now the sights that it comes with, the stock sights that it comes with, are actually really nice. As you can see, you have an adjustable front steel sight, and you probably are like, yeah, but there is no rear sight. There is. Check this out. It's hiding right there. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can, because the light here is not fantastic. But yep, here it is. Nah, take a look at that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to shoot. I'm gonna try to shoot with the steel sights and see if I can do a better job compared to the red dot. So, my goodness, keep fooling around and mess. So, overall, I mean, it's a 6 Sauer. What else can I say? 6 Sauer. Now this specific rifle, I mean, its granddad goes back to like 1970 or 1790. I'm not very good with it. It's either 1970 something or 1790 something. But I know there are those numbers. This is pretty close. The granddad of this rifle goes back, and that was the original battle rifle that was, I mean, used quite often. This 556, the reason why I'm going to back in history is because this is basically a civilian friendly version, and this was designed in order for 6 Sauer to be able to import this rifle into the United States. So kind of makes you feel a little special, you know? They made it specifically so that we can have it. Thank you, 6 Sauer. It's so nice. All right, let's do some shooting. See if I can hit the target this time. Yeah, that's nice. And I do like the racker, which we will briefly mention. What is it? Oh, okay, I see. So there's a slide release on the other side. We'll talk about it in just a second. Okay, I don't know if you can see or not. Hopefully you can. Let's use some steel sights. I don't even see the target. I can barely see it. Safety on. Quiet, peacocks. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah! And I hit the target. That's the steel sights for you. And I'm out of ammo. Okay, so you probably noticed not your typical AR-15 racker, but we have our racker. Where'd it go? Okay, it's hiding underneath this thing. Okay, here it is. And the slide release right here, which I thought you push it down. No, you actually lift it up. Pretty good. Now the racker is on this side. I mean, just doing this feels amazing. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we have at the end of the barrel, we have our muzzle brake installed over here. As you can see, single. You probably noticed this little thing right here, which is actually an adjuster for how much gas, because this is a gas operated rotating bolt. So this is basically an adjuster for how much gas gets into the chamber, and that is done for if you have a suppressor. If you put a suppressor, obviously with a suppressor, now you have a little bit more of the buildup of the gas in the chamber because it suppresses. All right, so for that you can open this up just a little bit, not just a little bit, you can open it up. There's only two positions, 1 and 2. All right, that's it. So you can open it up a little bit more so more gas can escape. All right, I hope that kind of explains, because I had a little bit of problem understanding that myself for a while, but it's really not that complicated. It's pretty straightforward, but it is a cool feature to have. So I think I've pretty much mentioned everything on this rifle. Well, probably not everything, but for you to make an informed consumer decision. So if you come across one of these rifles and you're like, should I buy it or no? You might have an idea. But one more thing before I let you guys go, I'm gonna leave you with something really cool about this rifle. Extremely cool. And before I do that, before we get into that, let me fire a few more rounds, because honestly it's fun to shoot this rifle. I love it. It's really good. The recoil is practically non-existent. The ergonomics are fantastic, but probably the best thing that I like about this rifle is the trigger, and we're going to talk about the trigger in just a moment. It's hot, moist here in Florida, flooded. Hopefully my car doesn't get stuck, although it kind of does look like it already stuck in there. Okay, so let's do some, I think 4 more rounds. And then we'll talk about the trigger, and then I'll say bye. You guys are probably finally, okay. Let's see if I can hit the target a little bit more. Always have this bad habit, okay? Bad habit of, whenever you have the racker here, bad habit of going here. Good habit, going underneath. If you have a bad habit, now you can kind of work on it. Little tip, okay? All right. Oh wait, where's my steel sight? I think I'm gonna use it. Come on, steel sight. It's a little too delicate, this. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the trigger. Trigger is fantastic. Check this out. Let me take this off. Because it's getting kind of hot. Okay, so yeah. You probably noticed this little screw right here. And you're like, okay, so what is the screw? What does it screw with? It screws with the trigger, okay? What you can do, and I think I really like this technology, it's different. It makes the trigger pull kind of unique, definitely different from pretty much anything that I've shot before. What it does is you can adjust the travel of the trigger before it breaks with the screw. And really all you're doing you're just screwing it or unscrewing it. And depending how far, how extended it is, that's your travel is going to be that. So you have, let me see, it's a good light, there you go. You have about, and the peacocks are going nuts over there, I don't know why. So you have all that before it hits the screw, and then about, so you have about 3 millimeters of that traveling down and pressing on the screw. But let's say we want to make it just a little bit shorter. Now let's look at the trigger. So you have that going to the screw, and then I think I made it longer because it was definitely longer. So if you are screwing it in, you're making it longer. If you're screwing it out, which is what I'm doing now, bad habit, good habit, you're making it shorter. And now we have that, get to the screw, and then down, and all right, so now it's about 2 millimeters. So I can unscrew it some more. And now, wow, fantastic, and it's such a crisp break too. So basically, if you are using this rifle as your CQB, for example, right? You need a little bit more of that tactical trigger feel. There you go, make it a little bit longer. If you are doing like what I was doing, distance shooting, so you need it to be as light, as crispy as possible, well, there you go. Just attach it, adjust it, screw with it a little bit, and bam, great. I think this is my favorite feature about this rifle. I really kind of wish that there were more rifles out there that you could mess with the trigger like that. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about this SIG556 rifle? Personally, I think it's fantastic. Now I'm gonna go and do a few more videos that I have to do. One is for my Ultimate Survival Gear channel. I got a brand new tent that I need to test out and make a video. Also make a video about the comparison between the hammocks and the tents, obviously for your camping. But as you all know, we don't mess around here. So training is important, knowing your gear is important, knowing your weapons is important, and that's really the goal of Firearms of America and this channel in general. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Always appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.